Have you ever wondered why, even after a full night's sleep, you still wake up tired with a headache, allergies, or a constant feeling of heaviness in your body? What if I told you that the problem might not be in your body, but in the very environment where you sleep? That's right. Your bedroom, the place that should be your sanctuary of rest and renewal, might be silently sabotaging your health without you even realizing it. And what's even more alarming, many of these threats are so common that you probably see them every day, but have never stopped to question the impact they have on your quality of life. If you're over 60, you need to pay attention to every detail of the environment where you sleep. That's because, as time goes by, our bodies become more sensitive, our immune systems respond less intensely, and even cellular regeneration during sleep gets compromised when we're exposed to factors that, on the surface, seem harmless. But the truth is, there are elements in your bedroom right now that could be triggering everything from respiratory issues to hormonal imbalances. And the worst part, these are things that many people consider normal. But once you know this, you'll never ignore them again. That's why today I'm going to show you the 5 hidden traps in your bedroom that might be directly affecting your sleep, your health, and your overall well-being. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand what's causing those strange symptoms that show up mostly at night or when you wake up, but you'll also know exactly what to do to transform your bedroom into a true sanctuary of healing and renewed energy. But before we go on, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here you'll find content that truly makes a difference in your health, especially if you're in your golden years and want to live with more quality, vitality, and peace of mind. Now let's get to it. Let's start by talking about something that's with you every night, but might have already passed the point of being reliable: your pillow. Most people think a pillow only needs to be replaced when it's uncomfortable or visibly worn out. But the reality is far more concerning. If your pillow is over 2 years old, it could be harboring a veritable invisible colony of dust mites, bacteria, fungi, accumulated sweat, secretions, and even dead skin particles. All of that you breathe in night after night. And if you've ever woken up with a stuffy nose, itchy throat, watery eyes, or even a mild headache, the culprit might be right under your head. Dust mites feed on your dead skin cells and thrive in warm, humid environments like a used pillow. They don't bite or sting, but their droppings can trigger severe allergic reactions, especially in older people who already have more vulnerable immune systems. And that's not all. An old pillow can also compromise your skin's health. The buildup of oil and impurities there might be contributing to irritation, acne, blemishes, and even inflammation you don't even know the source of. It's even worse if you live in humid areas, where mold can develop inside the pillow with no visible signs. That means, while you sleep, you're inhaling toxic spores that can cause anything from mental fog to chronic respiratory problems. Replacing your pillow every 2 years, using a hypoallergenic protective pillowcase, and washing it frequently is a small habit that can literally transform your health. Now look under your bed. That's right. Grab a flashlight, a broom, or your phone camera and see what's down there. Forgotten clothes, dusty boxes, old shoes. A whole world of dust mites and invisible particles might be piling up in that space. The problem is that the air circulating under your bed also passes by you while you sleep. If there's dirt or clutter there, you're breathing in a contaminated environment every night. And it's not just that. The mere fact of having random objects under your bed affects the flow of energy and air in the room. Air circulation gets compromised, making the environment stuffy and stale, especially at night. The consequence? You wake up feeling tired with a mild headache or even an inexplicable fatigue, even if you've slept the recommended 8 hours. Plus, there's the psychological factor. Studies show that visual clutter, even if it's out of your direct line of sight, like under the bed, affects your subconscious. A disorganized bedroom signals to your brain that the space isn't in order. This heightens your state of alertness, even while you sleep. That's why cleaning under the bed isn't just a matter of hygiene, but also mental health. Ideally, keep that space empty or, if you must use it for storage, stick to clean, sealed, and organized boxes. A quick cleanup there could mean deeper, more restorative nights of sleep. Another invisible villain is artificial air fresheners and scented candles. Yes, they seem harmless, even pleasant. After all, who doesn't love a room that smells like lavender or vanilla? But here's the shocking truth. Most of these synthetic fragrances release toxic compounds into the air called VOCs, volatile organic compounds. They linger in the environment long after the scent has faded. They settle into fabrics like sheets, curtains, pillows, and even the walls. And the worst part is they irritate your lungs, trigger allergies, cause headaches, and in more severe cases, can even interfere with hormone production, affecting your sleep, mood, and metabolic balance. The problem gets worse if you have a respiratory condition like asthma or rhinitis. Those synthetic scents that seem so pleasant at first glance can significantly worsen your symptoms. But that doesn't mean you have to live in a scent-free environment. The solution lies in nature. Pure essential oils, natural diffusers, and even plants like lavender, rosemary, and jasmine offer a gentle, purifying fragrance. Plants like snake plants and peace lilies are champions at cleansing the air of toxins. In other words, you turn your bedroom into an aromatic and therapeutic space at the same time. Try this. Ditch the industrial air fresheners for a week and switch to natural alternatives. Your nose, lungs, and brain will thank you. Now that you've understood how seemingly harmless items like an old pillow, the mess hidden under your bed, or even scented candles might be silently undermining your health, it's time to look at another hidden enemy that often disguises itself as an ally. Heavy blackout curtains. Yes, the very ones you probably chose so carefully to keep your room dark and ensure a peaceful sleep. But what if I told you that this total darkness might be having the opposite effect, leaving you more tired, sluggish, and less energized when you wake up? The truth is, our bodies were designed to function according to nature's cycles, and that includes sunlight. When your room is pitch black, your brain keeps producing melatonin, the hormone responsible for making you feel sleepy. That's great for helping you fall asleep, but the problem is that without natural light coming in the morning, your body doesn't get the signal that the day has begun. The result? You might wake up feeling like it's still the middle of the night, even if the clock says it's 8 a.m. You wake up groggy, low on energy, and it takes hours to feel truly awake. This is more common than you'd think, especially in older people, whose biological clocks naturally slow down with age. On top of that, heavy, fully sealed blackout curtains can create a stuffy, humid environment where air doesn't circulate. This encourages the buildup of mold, dust, and mites, those same villains we've already mentioned. Without proper ventilation, your bedroom turns into a sort of capsule of old, stagnant air. You sleep there for 6, 7, 8 hours, breathing the same impurity-laden air night after night. This could be directly linked to that persistent fatigue, stuffy nose, or even morning headaches. And there's more. The absence of natural light also affects your mood. Sunlight triggers the production of serotonin, the neurotransmitter that regulates good mood, energy, and even motivation for simple daily tasks. People who sleep in overly dark environments all morning tend to have lower serotonin levels, which can contribute to symptoms like apathy, unexplained sadness, and a general sense of mental sluggishness. This is especially concerning after 60, a stage of life where keeping your spirits high is essential for physical and emotional well-being. The solution, thankfully, doesn't require drastic changes. We're not saying you should completely abandon the idea of a dark room for sleeping. The key is balance. Instead of using dense, fully sealed blackout curtains, opt for ones that partially filter light, those made of lighter fabrics that still block brightness at night but let sunlight gradually seep in during the morning. Another option is to simply open the curtains as soon as you wake up, letting the sun light up the room and kickstart your body's natural mechanisms. This simple act can drastically improve your morning energy and even regulate your appetite and focus throughout the day. And if you live somewhere with little direct sunlight, consider using full-spectrum bulbs, also known as daylight bulbs, which mimic sunlight and help activate your brain in a similar way. The most important thing is not to keep your body in absolute darkness during the day. Give it the right signals, and it'll respond with more energy, clarity, and health. But if there's something that might be even more impactful and has practically become an extension of the human body these days, it's your phone, especially if you sleep with it next to your bed. It might seem harmless, even necessary. After all, it's your alarm clock, your means of communication, your window to the world. But the truth is, that little device might be sabotaging your sleep and health more aggressively than anything else in your room. The blue light emitted by your phone's screen tricks your brain. It makes your body think it's still daytime, even if it's midnight. This suppresses melatonin production, keeping your brain on alert even when the rest of your body is exhausted. That's why you might be lying in bed, tired, but unable to sleep, scrolling endlessly, thinking you're just unwinding, when in reality, you're stimulating yourself more and more. And even if you finally fall asleep, the damage is done. Your sleep will be lighter, more superficial, with less time in the deep, restorative phases. Plus, the mere fact that your phone is next to your bed increases the chance of interruptions during the night. Notifications, messages, app alerts, all of these can wake you up even if just for a few seconds. And those tiny awakenings fragment your sleep cycle, preventing you from achieving true rest. You might not even remember it the next day, but your body does. It wakes up tired, irritable, and struggling to focus. And there's more. Studies have shown that being close to electronic devices during sleep can interfere with brain activity, even when they're on silent mode. Not to mention the anxiety caused by overloading on information before bed. Reading bad news, checking social media, replying to messages. All of this activates brain areas linked to stress and worry. The result is lighter, less restorative sleep. So, what can you do? The answer is simple and effective. Create a wind-down ritual. Set a time to put your phone aside, at least 30 minutes before bed. Use that time for calmer activities, reading a physical book, listening to soothing music, practicing deep breathing. And above all, keep your phone away from your bed. If possible, out of the room entirely. If you really need it as an alarm, place it across the room, on airplane mode, and face down. This reduces blue light exposure and prevents notifications from disrupting your rest. You could also invest in an analog alarm clock. Yes, they still exist, and bring back the habit of waking up to a simple sound, without the avalanche of stimuli your phone delivers first thing in the morning. Try this for a week. You'll be amazed at the difference in the depth of your sleep, your morning energy, and even your mood throughout the day. Now stop for a moment and think, how many of these 5 elements are present in your bedroom today? An old pillow, clutter under the bed, artificial air fresheners, dense blackout curtains, your phone by your bedside. If you checked off more than 2, it's a clear sign that changes are urgent. But don't worry, you don't need to overhaul everything at once. Small changes already make a big impact. Start with the simplest. Replace your pillow, open the windows, move your phone. Care for your environment the way you care for your body. After all, your bedroom is where you spend a third of your life. Let it be a space of healing, not silent contamination. The truth is simple. The place where you sleep deeply influences your health, especially as the years go by. Your bedroom can be a sanctuary of healing or a silent enemy. Evaluate every detail with care. Remove the excess, replace what's necessary, and let the environment work in your favor. Don't wait for symptoms to act. Prevention is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Care for your space, care for your body. Your future begins the moment you decide to sleep better. Your rest is worth gold. Your bedroom can transform your life.